still there? To delete message, press 7. To save it in the archives, press 9. To hear more options, press 0.
What are you talking about?
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Today I did my hair and my makeup. That's the first. So if you guys are interested in seeing how I installed this unit as well as did this look, stay tuned.
Stop giving a damn about when they tell me how I won't make it out. I already won.
Taking some rubbing alcohol, I'm just going to be removing any dirt and oils from my skin, and then I'm going to pop my wig on and just secure it and place it where I want to before I glue it down. Taking a brown pencil, I'm going to be marking where I'm going to be laying my lace, and I recommend that you do this step very light because it can show through your glue. Now I'm just going to be taking my bold hold, and I do 3 layers of this. The first one was a little bit too much. As you guys can see, I recommend very thin layers. So after I put that on, I just smooth that out, and you want to have it as smooth as possible. Like I said, this one was really thick. I ended up thinning it out. So just make sure they're thin because that helps the lace stick a little bit better. Now I'm just going to be laying my lace, and I like to start with the front piece. After I lay that down with my fingers, I like to go in with a rat tail comb and just press it down so it secures a little bit better. And then I'm going to start with one of my sides and then go with the opposite side. Now these baby hairs was pissing me off. They was everywhere. I should have just put them all back before I put the wig on. That's how I usually do it, but this time I for some reason cut the baby hairs out before I laid the lace, which I never do, but I did it this time. I think because I styled the wig previously for a picture, so yeah, that was annoying. I should have just moosed them up or something before I installed it because they were everywhere. Now this video is definitely not sponsored or anything like that, but I definitely recommend you guys to try Bold Hold. It is one of the best lace glues out there. I've had no problems with it and I love it so much. Y'all need to get with it. Another reason why I like to line where my glue goes is for this simple reason that you can lay the lace right where the glue is. You don't have to go behind or you don't have to go over. It's right where you need it to be, so you don't have that problem of having any extra glue, you know, outside of your lace, if that makes sense. So this is how we're looking right now. Lace is down and secure, sis. All I have to do is lay these baby hairs as well as style my hair. And I think I'm just probably gonna flat iron it. If y'all know me, I love to flat iron my weave. Like, I love that blown straight look. I just love it. By the way, my hair is from a company called BEYANI Hair Collection. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but they sent me a lace scarf. I love to lay my hair before I do the baby hairs just because I feel like that secures it a little bit more, especially using products on the edges. So I'm going to be going in with the Got To Be Glued gel, and I used foam at first, but the one I had sucks. So yeah, I just switched to the Got To Be. And I'm honestly sorry, you guys, you can't really see my edges that well on camera just because this hair is so light, so the edges are going to be even lighter. You can see this front part, but when it gets to the sides, it's very hard to see, like I said, just because the hair is very light, and I feel like the light was very bright on the hair. So yeah, just know I am doing edges. We're not just touching the skin.
Are you still there? To delete message, press 7. To save it in the archives, press 9. To hear more options, press 0.
What are you talking about?
Y'all, I literally get distracted doing my hair all the time, so don't mind me. I'm just going to be wrapping my hair one more time just to ensure that my lace is melted to a T. I'm going to be using my Babyliss Pro flat iron. I wanted to share that with you guys because I love it so much. It gets my hair so silky, and I think everybody else should be using it as well. So you guys go check that out. I'm not really going to say too much about me flat ironing my hair because I know everybody knows how to flat iron their hair, but the clips are here for you guys to enjoy. So after straightening my hair, I'm just going to be removing my scarf. Not sure what was going on with my camera, but I'm super satisfied with my edges. Like I said, you guys, I'm sorry you can't see them that much, and it kind of looks white. I promise it's not. It's just the edges. So I'm going to be hot combing my roots. I think that everybody needs to know this because this just lays your hair so flat and nice. You guys, I forgot when I started doing this, but this shit helps, and it makes a big difference on how your lace lays, especially a frontal. Alright y'all, so this is how we're looking after everything is completed, melted, and laid. I love everything about this hair and how it turned out. You guys, I definitely recommend this company. All their information will be down in the description box below. I hope you guys enjoyed this install. If you did, let me know, and let me know how I did. Don't go anywhere because we do have makeup coming up next, so enjoy. Alright, so I'm going to be starting out with the Morphe 35B palette, and I'm going to be taking the yellow and putting it in my crease, and this is going to be more of a transition shade because you will not be able to see the yellow too much once the look is all said and done. From the fashionkillacosmetics Tropical palette, I'm going to be taking that orange and just placing that under the yellow. And I'm sorry I didn't show you guys what the front of the packaging looked like. I don't know where the clip went or if I just forgot to show that. But all the details will be in the description for all products down below. From the same palette, I'm just going to be taking this brighter orange, and this was directly on top of the lighter orange that I just used. Y'all, your girl is fat as fuck, and macaroni is one of my favorite foods. I couldn't pass up tasting this shit, okay? So, just don't mind me. Back to makeup. I'm going to be taking the Lime Crime Venus palette and taking these two shades, blending them together in my crease. My biggest tip when it comes to eyeshadow is if you want your look to be popping and bright, you need to pack and blend. Keep adding shadow. If it looks too bright, if it looks too much, keep adding shadow. Doesn't matter. It's going to all come together in the end. A makeup look doesn't look perfect through the process. It looks good at the end. So keep packing all those shades and blend until your fingers fall off. Right now I'm just going to be going in, adding some more orange, just because when I'm putting that maroon and brown in there, it kind of washes it out. So I'm just going to be reinforcing that in there a couple times throughout this video. Alright y'all, so now I'm just going to be cutting my crease. This is the most hardest and tedious part of the look in my opinion. A lot of people struggle with this, so I tried to show you guys how I do it as best as I can, as clear as I can. I use LA Girl Cosmetics Pro Concealer in the color light beige or medium beige, something like that. You can use anything that's lighter than what your skin color is, or the eyeshadow that you're using, if that makes sense. And then I just use a rounded brush. Now I'm going to be taking my small Real Techniques brush to blend out the concealer. And I'm going to be taking those same dark shades and putting it in the crease and adding some white in the beginning of my cut crease. I mixed together both pinks from both palettes, and I'm just going to be placing this on the end of my crease. Going in with a Real Technique brush, I'm just going to be blending everything out, making it smooth. You guys, Real Techniques brushes are everything, I promise you. With a smaller brush, I'm going back in with those dark shades from Lime Crime and just deepening the crease and blending it out with a bigger brush. Taking my favorite liquid liner from Wet n Wild, I'm just going to be lining my eyes. There's no certain way to do this. I would just recommend that you would draw according to your eye shape. That's what I do because I think that's what looks best on me, at least. With that same small brush, I'm going to be placing some black eyeshadow with the eyeliner ends and blending it out. The lashes I'm going to be using today are from India Royale's new cosmetic line in the style Instagram Bitch. I like to apply my lashes with the glue already on my eyelid just because I feel like this secures my lashes and keeps them on for a longer period of time. Today I'm going to be using my iCosmetics Superhero Mascara, and I love this mascara. To prime my face, I'm going to be taking the Hard Candy Longwear Primer, and I absolutely love this primer. It's very sticky, which I feel makes the foundation stick. Taking my NARS foundation in the color Syracuse, I'm going to be putting that on my skin with a brush from makeupaddictioncosmetics. Blending with the Makeup Shack T40 brush. I absolutely love this brush. It blends like a dream, but you cannot go wrong with using Real Techniques brushes. I love those as well. They give a smooth finish. I use these for concealer, for foundation, for powder, for everything. And I really like using this brush when I have a wig on just because I don't have that much space, so it gets everywhere in between, and like I said, it gives that soft, smooth finish. I'm going to be highlighting my face with the Femme Couture concealer in the color Light. I like to take a clean, damp sponge to blend out my concealer. I got mine from e.l.f. for about $6, and then of course I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques brush to blend everything out. I think that this just gives a very soft look. Everything is so clean and blended. Then I'm going to be going back and forth from each eye just to make sure the application is even, and then taking a small brush to get in the crevices. I actually learned this beauty tip, the back and forth trick, from Alyssa Ashley. I think that works so much better than what I was doing before. I'm setting my face with a Pretty Vulgar transparent powder as well as the oalikacosmetics powder in medium. I pat this in with the same sponge and it's still damp. I like this method way better than putting it on with a brush because I feel like this gives a softer look as well. After I'm done, I like to brush this off immediately after. I don't like to let it set in just because I feel like it looks ashy. I'm going to be powder contouring with the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Powder in the color 700 Classic Tan. Y'all, I honestly cringe when I'm doing my makeup with a wig on. I hate getting any type of makeup on my lace. I hate it. After setting my face, I'm going to be going in with the Makeup Addictions Cosmetics Volume 1 highlighter palette, and I'm just going to be highlighting my face. This is one of my all-time favorite highlighters because it looks so soft and subtle, but at the same time it pops and it looks good on any skin color. Last but not least, I'm going to be doing my lips really quickly. All the products I'm using will be listed down below. So this video is coming to an end. Thank you guys so much for watching and staying tuned. Let me know what you guys think of this video and how I did. And if you guys want to see anything in specific, let me know and I'll make videos on that. Stay tuned for my next video and I'll see you guys next time.